Alright, so welcome back into another Dragon Ball Super card game video, and this one's going to be King Vegeta, which is in reference to the complete King Vegeta breakdown that I posted a little while ago, and this is going to be going against Rob's new Set 13 Gohan, the Bojack Gohan, the blue one, whatever you want to say. Either way, so for this, I did mulligan into Violet Rays, which is going to be pretty important. Most of his vanillas are going to be 20Ks, and if you hold a Violet Rays, he pretty much doesn't, he's not going to be able to really do anything. And then we also have the two Gokus, or the Goku and as well as the Vegeta. I think for this matchup, after playing it a few times, the Unison doesn't really play too well with this. I actually low-key want to switch it back into the Piccolo Jr. actually, but it is what it is. Here, I went ahead and made him crit a life and draw one for the Raditz on his turn. And then I went ahead and took a life just to get an extra card, even out the life, because I'm going to be even regardless for the Awakening and as well as just in general. But I went ahead and basically used the Young Invader's Field Effect. Again, took the life and then played out the Goku, which goes out in active mode since all of his abilities are negated. And then I went ahead and used the Goku, so that way I can kind of establish the choice of using the activate battle where you pitch a card and neg 5 or 10k, and basically with the leader effect, any of his 20ks are pretty much dead. And I think this is kind of a harder matchup for Rob, but I think as we go into the match, you'll kind of see where the tables turn in that. But I did go ahead and use the Vegeta effect after I used the Goku for the Goku on the field. I can always get him back. He's just a free 10k or 0.5. And I wanted to do that. Just I took some time to figure out which one or which Young Invaders I wanted to get. I went ahead and did that one. So now I went ahead and got a super combo with the Vegeta and then swung with 19k crit, which he took. And then he went ahead and took another life for the leader effect after I got the top 5, the 5-drop Gogeta. So now I'm going to go ahead and play out another Raditz, which he's going to go ahead and crit one and draw one. He's using the Tien effect where you place it in energy, you can pay 1, and then from there you can go ahead and play out a 2-drop and then ramp one into rest mode. And now he's going to go ahead and awaken with 2 draws, which is not half bad, honestly. I think I awaken here simply because he's at 4. So either me being at 4 or him being at 4, I get to awaken. I think he goes ahead and plays out the 4-drop Gohan, which does play out to be a couple of different things. He is a blocker and he gets a bottom deck one as long as you have a 2-drop skillless blue card, I believe. Gets rid of my Vegeta, which is pretty smart because I'm going to play the 3-drop Vegeta, the 3 evolve, that is. He gets the other energy instead of the untapped because he wants to play the Tien, or at least charge the Tien again, so that way he can play out another vanilla. I choose to awaken here just simply because I get to see more cards. I get to negate the other effect and as well as use the leader effect too. So instead of doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and Wolfang Fist. Either one, I get to pitch one for the Goku effect, or I get to just neg it from my hand. I think on retrospect, probably using the Goku effect is a little bit more advantageous for me. There's not really anything in my hand pre Vegeta Young Invader draw here that I wanted to pitch, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take a life, I do believe, so that way my super combos are live. Seeing another Unison, it doesn't really help here. This build in particular doesn't really help as far as having Unison too much. He can just neg his battle cards. They're still gonna be 15Ks that I have to deal with, but it is nice because my leader effect automatically goes off. I'm just deciding what I want to do here. Being on 2 energy is kind of a little bit awkward. We're just checking out different effects here. Nothing too crazy. Okay, and just to speed it up a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and go into the Vegeta, bottom deck the Unison since I don't really need it. Drew into another Unison, which is just fantastic. And then we're just gonna go ahead and swing into leader just to ping him a life if we can. Still holding on to the 2 energy, which is not a bad idea in my opinion because we can Violent Raise the next turn for the leader swing if he swings with leader. If he swings with the vanilla, that's not too big of a deal because now we have 2 evolved targets and a 0-5 that we got for free. Went ahead and used the Young Invaders effect, tapped 1, minus 5k for his blocker, which is pretty important because I do believe he plays the 5-drop Goku, which he can return to hand and then return the good old good old blocker back to his hand. It's kind of annoying. He swung with the vanilla, I minus 10k with the Goku, and then minus 10k again with the leader. Swung with the leader, I just combo out with the free combo, and now he has a 6 counter, 6 marker baby Vegeta, which is just wonderful. I took the life, got another Violent Raise, did it because I wanted to evolve here and as well as have my Vegeta presence. I didn't really want to charge here. I think it was probably better to charge one of the Gogetas, but that's alright, I guess. I went ahead and swung with the Vegeta. Evolve for 1 or for 3 and drew the 1. He took the life, which is interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and swing into this Unison. Having 6 markers is kind of a problem, honestly. So I'm just trying to get some markers off of him. Going 20 here, just to see some more cards. And now that the Vegeta is down, which again, it's gonna be matchup depending on what you want to play. It's either gonna be the Goku, the Vegeta, or the Gogeta chain. I think the Gogeta chain could have been pretty good here, honestly. He just didn't really establish a board. I just kept killing whatever he puts down. I'm gonna go ahead and King Vegeta and minus the Tien. You get the draw 1, but taking away the value there. He gets to charge good old Krillin and use the effect to play out the skillless and then ramp 1. Just not too bad. I just set aside the King Vegeta extra card. Kind of knows that if he swings at anything or with anything, he has to minus 5 with the King Vegeta and then minus 10 with the Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And then unfortunately, I have to kind of take the L on that one. The Vegeta has to be in rest mode for any of his effects to go off. So it is what it is there. I'm thinking about putting out the 5-drop Goku blocker. He has a lot of skill lists where basically I can neg any of his battle cards and then swing into him. And then if it's 2 or more, he has to crit 1. And if he removes it, he has to crit 1. If he removes the Vegeta, he has to crit 1. So getting him down to 1 or to 2 even is going to be pretty important as well. I'm trying to look for a Goku, but that's not the play because the well, it doesn't actually matter because the I was thinking about that he gets I get negative 5k, but the other leader has to be King Vegeta. So you know, I chose to make sure to not put out a Young Invader on his field because of Vegeta and because he owns the card. It minuses 10k immediately. I was deciding when I wanted to pitch for Violent Raise. The issue here is that he has baby, which is what it is. So he minuses 10k as soon as he's played, and I'm gonna go ahead and minus 10k for the Hachiyak that's swinging into Vegeta as well. I think here Rob misplayed just a little bit, and I think he misplays one more time. Honestly, he gets to untap 1, and if he has Being or Dimension Magic, he he is sitting pretty, honestly, even if he taps out here. Because he has being, he has leader effect to untap, so it's not that big of a deal if he doesn't minus his 5 on the baby and then pitch 2 for the baby counter. So it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Just to survive here, I went ahead and just King Vegeta untap is just terrible. King Vegeta imposing presence one more time. Being untapped is pretty bad. If you didn't notice here, the 5-drop baby bottom decked the Vegeta. And he had a crit of life there. He has 1 open energy, which is not too bad. I'm thinking here that I probably can just swing into his Skillless. Or I can swing into leader and try to feign a Champa. But for extra energy, I'm guessing... Did I draw here? Oh, I did. Wait, maybe I didn't. I think I did draw here. Either way, it's fine. I was thinking of how I can play this out. And I went ahead and played out the Vegeta, and then I'm going to bottom deck him. Hopefully no God Sealing here. He did God Seal, which is kind of annoying. I just played it again for free. Or the other. Both of them are 10k, so hopefully the 2 draws gives me a 10k. Or both of them are 0.5s. Hopefully the draw gives me back the 10ks, which it did. I'm going to go ahead and draw the 2. I don't think there's anything in the combo step that can stop this. And if there is to return or to like remove, he gets to crit 1. So he's in a position where he just has to combo out. And he has dual attack, which again, in retrospect, in my misplay, I should have used the Young Invaders to minus it 5 and then minus it 10k with the leader. So that way I'm swinging to a 5k 2 cost, and it's gonna be bad. But here, since he has dual attack, which I put in the drop for some reason, I'm gonna go ahead and just do that right now. Well, actually, oh yeah, right. I can draw 2 here, and then minus everything. I don't know why I unpivoted, and then I just established the 6-drop, just so I can have another attacker. And then I just swing into it, and I think that's game. So a couple of different things here that I think we could have done a little bit better. He could have played the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to take game last turn, or at least to -5 and then play him out and then go from there. I could have played a little bit better to minus it first, but I mean, that's where, you know, these new decks, and as well as just making sure that you have the sequencing down, and as well as playing the right cards come into play. You know, because they're all new decks and because everybody's new to them, I'm just letting the video play again at this point. And that's where, you know, the knowledge and as well as making sure that you're playing it well and it's to your best effort comes into play. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Please use the TGG player link in the description below if you want to buy any of the new Set 13 products. Post your builds and any other suggestions for King Vegeta, or even for Gohan. If you want to see Gohan or at least get this build perfected, please let us know as well. I'm thinking about playing or making a Janemba based Gohan deck profile on that one, but I'll work with Rob on that one. Either way, I will see you in the next one.